Oh man, I'm super hungry. I'm so ready to eat. Heard so many good things about this Dominican place. Let's see what their menu looks like. I'm gonna take this looks right here. Let's see. Alright. I can't read any of this. There are no pictures. How am I supposed to know what I want to eat? I should have paid more attention in Spanish class. Hey everybody, Daniel Guaba back with another new video for you. Today we're going to be learning about food in Spanish. And especially, I'm going to be giving you guys some examples of some of my favorite Dominican foods. As a second generation Dominican, meaning that my parents are Dominican and I was born here in New York, the food and language are the two things that connect me the most to the Dominican Republic and make me feel like I really remember who I am. So what are we doing today? Well, we're going to be talking about the definite articles in Spanish first. The definite article in English is the word the. In Spanish, we have a couple different versions, so we'll need to talk about those. Then we're going to be talking about the irregular verb tener, which means to have. We're going to talk about some food vocabulary. And then we're going to wrap up with 10 sentences about food to help you get started talking about food in Spanish. I want to remind our new viewers that are joining in today to press the subscribe button and the bell notification button so you get a notification about the next time I upload a Spanish lesson. Remember to give the video a like if you like it, and to help others who are searching on YouTube find the Spanish lessons that they're looking for. And finally, thanks for all your support. So get your note-taking tools prepped, and let's go. So as I mentioned before, the definite article in English is the word the. Definite means there is one thing that you are specifically talking about. An article is just a word that attaches to a noun to describe it. So in Spanish we have el, la, los, and las. El and la are the masculine and feminine definite articles respectively, and los and las are the same articles but in the plural. So in Spanish you're going to need to make sure that the article you're using matches the noun, not only in gender but also in number. There are exceptions. That's why you need to make sure that you learn the right article to use with a noun when you learn a new vocab word. And finally, when you're making nouns into plurals, like cat into cats in English, you do the same thing in Spanish. You add an S. However, if your word ends in a consonant, you'll have to add ES. So let's take a look at two examples. First we have cheese. El queso. Los quesos. Then we have the cookie. La galleta. Las galletas. Now we're going to talk about the verb tener. So tener means to have. It's irregular, meaning that you can't use the usual conjugation rules to change it from person to person. Let's take a look at the chart and go through the conjugations together. So to have, tener. I have, yo tengo. You have, tú tienes. He, she, or you formal have, él, ella, usted tiene. We have, nosotros tenemos. They or you all have, ellos, ellas, ustedes tienen. Right? Now let's take a look at two samples using tener. Yo tengo dos gatos. I have two cats. Ella tiene amigas. She has friends. Now we're going to talk about some foods. The foods that I chose are some of my favorite foods and foods that are well known in the Dominican Republic. I'll be reading the names in Spanish first, and then I'll tell you what they mean in English. Let's go. La lechosa. La papaya. It means papaya. El plátano. Plantain. Las habichuelas. Beans. La auyama. La calabaza. Pumpkin. El pastelito. El pastelito is exactly what it looks like. It's a fried, kind of like a big dumpling. And it's usually filled with meat or cheese. El queso. Cheese. La carne. Meat. El arroz. Rice. El pollo. Chicken. Now, in addition to talking about the vocabulary of foods themselves, we're going to talk about some words that are related to eating and drinking and preparing food. So let's take a look at the list here. Comer, to eat. Beber, to drink. Tratar, to try or to taste. Preparar, to prepare. Cocinar, to cook. Tener hambre, to be hungry. And tener sed, to be thirsty. Now, if you remember the definition of tener, you'll see that tener hambre literally means to have something. It means to have hunger. But of course, in English, we'll say, I'm hungry, or someone is hungry. Tener sed literally means to have thirst. But again, when you translate it, you'll just say, someone is thirsty. Okay. So now that we've gone through the vocabulary, we've gone through articles, and the verb tener, we have reached our 10 sentences for the day. Are you ready? Let's go. Bebo una batida de lechosa. I drink a papaya milkshake. Mi mamá prepara un plato de arroz y pollo. My mom prepares a plate of rice and chicken. Yo tengo mucha hambre. I am very hungry. ¿Tienes sed? ¿Por qué no bebes agua? You're thirsty? Why don't you drink water? Los plátanos son verdes y amarillos. Plantains are green and yellow. Ella trata el helado. Es rico. She tries the ice cream. It's delicious. Las habichuelas son pequeñas. Beans are small. Los pastelitos son duros. La carne es suave. Pastelitos are hard. Meat is soft. La auyama es un vegetal. O es fruta. Pumpkin is a vegetable. Or it's a fruit. Cocinan mucha comida porque tienen hambre. They cook a lot of food because they're hungry. Alright, you made it to the end. Next time, we'll be talking about adjectives. So stay tuned. Alright everybody, that's it for this lesson. I hope you learned something about food and talking about food in Spanish. Remember, press the subscribe button and the bell notification button if you haven't already to stay up to date with my new videos. Give the video a like if you liked it, help people find it, share. And as always, thank you for watching and thank you for all your support. Nos vemos pronto.